That's the lazy that you could do for your health, and you don't even go to bed on time. Like, okay, perfect. We can talk about your abs, we can talk about your food, but unless you get the basics things, the lazy, like brushing your teeth, like showering, these things are health and nutrition. I am pointing fingers, bro. But sleep is very important. So you have your circadian rhythm, you have your REM sleep. Sleep is really important for recovery. Sleep is really important for mental health, but people don't sleep well. So I think we begin from the basics. They need to learn how to sleep well. How do you sleep well? A couple things. First, you need to cut out processed sugars, complex carbs, and heavy foods at night. Your body does not do very well when you eat heavy at night. Your body is supposed to be recovering, resting, repairing itself, regenerating. Ideally, you should also be fasting. Your body should enter periodically stages of autophagy. Autophagy is when your body begins to eat the bad cells up. This happens about 3 days into a fast. Fasting is incredible. So the simple things, people are like, what do I need to do? No. What do you not need to do first? Let's get rid of all the toxicity before we bring in anything good. So before we start, assembling the dinner table, let's clear out all that's already on there that's not good, that's not serving you, and let's fix that. Sleep. Don't eat processed sugars, don't eat complex carbs, stay away from fruit juice, stay away from candy, stay away from fast food in perpetuity. Stay away from tap water, and if you're a woman, consult with your doctor to potentially get off of birth control pills, which are a psyop that has been perpetrated on women in the last couple decades. Before that, women were never on birth control, but for some reason now we have hundreds of millions of them. And the reason and the logic is because men can't keep their pants. Not a good enough explanation.
Is that hormonal, like the birth control?
I mean, it's interesting because I've talked to a lot of women about when they were recommended to get on birth control, and it's usually in their early teens. And it has to do when their hormones are all out of whack, and it's supposed to calibrate them. But what you're doing is you're bioregulating the body outside of what it's supposed to be doing in its natural process. So once a woman gets out of her birth control kind of cycle, her hormones go through the roof and all over the place because they've been with for an extremely long time. It's something that people should really look into.
I mean, you
know what's the craziest part about that?
What?
You know when Alex Jones said that the tap water is turning the frogs gay? Okay. Can I tell you something about that?
Please.
Okay. What if the treatment plants? Women take the estrogen pill, right? That's what the birth control is, basically superpowered estrogen. And remember, when you take a pill orally, most of it gets urinated. The estrogen, heavy urinated estrogen, gets peed into the water stream. That water is known as what? A recyclable commodity. So water just gets recycled. Through what? A treatment plant. You're drinking water full of piss and estrogen if you drink tap water.
I drink spring water.
Good. Not you, but I'm saying in general. So the treatment plant, the water goes to the treatment plant. It doesn't treat for estrogen. Look it up. And that water comes back to the tap. So now you have men, believe it or not, like it or not, drinking estrogen water. Now, does this provoke to the feminization of men? Yes or no? Who knows? But all we do know is that it's turning frogs from male to female, and it's happened. Now, is that a conspiracy? Is that a crazy out of the blue perspective to have? All I will say is that when the New York mayor goes on video, opens the tap water, drinks it, says, New York tap water is the best. And I know he's a politician. I don't trust him. And under that same premise, I'm like, anything the government gives me that's free is probably not good.
I mean, that's hard to argue against because what you're saying makes sense. You do take the pill, you do piss it out, and we recycle the water to drink. So you can't really argue with it.
And the treatment plant doesn't treat for estrogen.
But they can?
But they don't.
They can though?
I don't know. I haven't gone to that complexity, but they don't treat for estrogen.
They got to get a reverse osmosis machine, huh?
They just don't drink tap water. There's places in the world where you can potentially get away with tap water, but why would you drink water? You don't know what's in the pipes. You don't know the quality of the water. Bro, look at all the fucking movies. Look at The Dark Knight, dude. They're out here trying to kill the city up through the water supply, the public water supply.